And welcome to Skip versus Ernestine. This is round 39, brought to you by FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. You know who I am.
I know who you are. I'm Ernestine. I'm not.
And
Contrary to what people say that we look alike, we don't. We're not the same person.
Says we look alike.
I don't
you read
know.
too many comments.
No.
They've gotten you. They've infected you. They've ruined you.
No.
You're a victim. You're a prisoner of the comments. Who knew? And
Oh.
by the way, we are not joined, as always, by our daughter, Hazel the Maltese.
Oh, she is. She's
In face only.
Hazel's
Hi,
here.
Hazel.
Hazel's here.
We have a Hazel pillow. She's back in the back in her doghouse, literally and figuratively doghouse, because she is not behaving up to the level Mom requires for this show. But she may make a cameo later in this show. We will see. And we do start with one of your great questions or your great comments. In this case, this is at Purdy Curry Goats. That's interesting.
Like that.
Yeah. Skip versus Ernestine is the best show on YouTube right now.
Go.
We'll take that. Thank you. We'd like to think there's nothing out there quite like this show.
Nobody like us.
We'll try anything on this show. We will go to places others won't go on this show.
Except I don't do drugs. I won't try drugs.
You won't?
No, I don't do drugs.
I thought you were...
I've never had a drug in my life.
Really? Well, then we have one thing in common. That may be the only thing in common. Yeah. Neither have I, except for a Motrin.
Well, I used to drink, but I don't drink anymore.
She used to, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. By the way, before we dive... I am starting a new show.
You are? That's so exciting.
Have started it, actually.
I'm excited.
She is excited.
I am.
It's called Arena Gridiron. You can get it by going to YouTube to The Arena on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
And it's called Arena Gridiron, and it is an NFL-based show with my new friend Gilbert Arenas, who obviously was a 3-time NBA All-Star who wants to now branch out, take his talents to the NFL.
He's the
talk about the NFL. She's gotten to know him.
I love him.
Yeah, she loves him a lot.
He's the nicest guy, and so cool and fun.
And smart. And charismatic and a powerhouse on the digital platforms.
And can deal with you and go up against you.
He can.
Because he can debate you a little bit more than I can.
That's
I can debate you about other things, but not sports, because I don't really care.
So I had a great run with Stephen A. Smith. I had a great run with Shannon Sharp.
That's true.
And now it took me about a year to find the perfect, ultimate debate partner.
And it's Gilbert.
It's Gilbert. We also have Aqib Talib, who she's gotten to know.
I do like Aqib.
As great and edgy a cornerback who ever played. And we have Gerald McCoy.
I like Gerald McCoy.
Yes, and we also have Jay Gruden.
I like Jay Gruden.
Who she got to meet Jay Gruden at rehearsals also. He was as outspoken an NFL head coach for 6 years in Washington as I ever encountered. So he will be very outspoken on this
I like
show.
him a whole lot.
And this is digital, so for the first time in my career, there are no rules. So
you can go as long as you want.
And you can say whatever you want, as long as it's in bounds. But as far as the language you use, my debate partners will curse.
Yes.
They will say just about anything.
Well, you do curse. I have heard him curse.
Okay, I curse to you occasionally.
You just never cursed on ESPN and Fox because they would fire you.
Yes, they would.
So
they
this
would
is
reprimand
different. You can curse all you want. Pretend you're yelling at me when you get mad at me. And then you could curse on...
That would be ugly.
What are you talking about? It's a curse. A curse is a curse is a curse. So just do that with your partners.
Okay, so how I've always felt about cursing outside the house. If I get mad about something, not so much at you, it's always at it, whatever it is.
It is me. I'm the one that's
true.
it there.
You might be in the crossfire of it.
Well,
but
it's still the same thing anyway.
But I am capable of using the MF word, which is my all-time favorite word because it just gets it out of you.
Yes.
I grew up in a rough neighborhood in Oklahoma City. It was a white neighborhood, but
your parents were not low cursers.
No.
I came from a New York world where everybody curses.
Okay, but I grew up in a world where everybody cursed. Trust me, in my grade school, there was some trailer trashy white kids, and everybody cursed. You just on the
Right.
playground at recess, everybody cursed.
But they're like 10 years old.
Okay, but they cursed. Trust me, I knew all the words.
You
Yet,
did.
as I grew up, and I was
Mhm.
forced to grow up very quickly because I was the oldest
Right.
and sort of had to run the household because I had 2 alcoholic parents. But I soon realized that those are easy crutch words. You can think of a better word than a curse word to make your point.
Right.
Although sometimes
There are some times when you have
just
to
can't emphasize it better than with a curse word.
Yeah.
Right?
So you're free to curse with Gilbert and
Yeah,
the
but I
gang.
won't. I'm not going to curse.
I will bet you will at some
I mean,
point.
if you get me really emotional, worked up, which these guys do,
Well, then
I am liable to lose it.
You may
But
drop an F-bomb.
yeah, it's funny because, as you know, I do believe in God. I do go to
I know
church.
you
And
do.
so people say, well, how can you go to church and curse? Well, because you're human,
I
right?
think why.
I mean, I
I've
got
never
that my
heard-
whole life growing
really?
up.
That if
People
you
look
go to
at
church,
me
you
as,
shouldn't curse?
well, you know, if
I
you're,
don't know about that.
I hate that term Christian because I just don't like it. I don't like all
Right.
the connotations that it has. But I'm a believer. I believe in God and I believe in the Bible with all my heart and soul.
Well, I think you can believe in God and still curse. Like if somebody cuts you off in your car, you can say something nasty. So it doesn't mean that you don't believe in God. So forget about that. Just throw that out the window.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't plan
so
to
you got a
curse
great
on my
new
show,
and
but I
you
might.
should watch it because I'm going to watch it, and I like these guys, and I think that it's going to be a really great debate show.
Arena, Gridiron. The Arena is the name of the YouTube channel. You can find it there. And by the way, you can find us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel,
on YouTube,
which we
too.
never push. We never
We
like
don't
try to force it down your throat.
people's throats.
But it's youtube.com/@skip versus vs Ernestine. youtube.com/@skip versus Ernestine vs Ernestine to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate all of you very,
We
very
do.
much.
I hope you continue.
Okay.
watching.
This is something you and I talked about. Now there's sort of new wrinkles to the story, but it
Which is
was
that?
announced via magazine cover that what cover were they on?
What are we talking about?
Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson. They were,
I read it. I read it on Us.
they were on
and
something.
Us. I mean, it was
Weren't
all
they?
over Yahoo, Us, TMZ.
I know, but somebody had them on the cover, or had her on the cover.
Us magazine had her on
Us,
the
okay.
cover. Oh.
So we're talking about 58-year-old Pamela Anderson coupling with 73-year-old Liam Neeson.
I think it's great. I think that's a really good couple. I think
Okay.
they've both gone through a whole heck of a lot in their personal life. And if they found each other and they're happy, I think it's really
Okay,
cool.
but then the new wrinkle was TMZ reported that it was a publicity stunt just to promote the new Naked Gun remake.
I don't know if I believe that because I've read so many things, interviews with both of them. I think that they have a relationship. I don't know why. I don't know. I would find it hard to believe that they're not in something more than just
But would
promotion
those
for the
two be
film.
capable of a stunt? Sure they would.
Maybe, but I've seen them in interviews. It does not look like a stunt.
No?
No. Looks like they have a relationship.
Maybe they're just friendly.
Maybe, but I hope they're happy together because I like that couple.
Yeah. And yet with Pam Anderson, I don't know what has possessed her. She's now going with no makeup.
Well, what has possessed her is I know you don't read all the things I read. That she was tired of that image and she wanted to just be back to. She's a very natural person underneath all of that. That was 100 years ago, Baywatch and whenever. But now she finally got to the point in her life. She's in her 50s and she said, "I'm tired of having to put this fakeness on. I want to be me." And I think she's beautiful with or without makeup. And she looks I just like her. I think she's a very cool person. And I think I applaud her because I think that in this Hollywood world, an entertainment world that we live close to, there is no real anymore.
Okay.
And so people, they don't want to see real. They want to see fake. They
But
want
to
to
me,
see everything fake.
a woman can obviously, almost shockingly, enhance whatever beauty she has with makeup.
Yeah, well, she still wears a little makeup. It's not like
I don't
she
know,
does
that
her
cover
eyebrows.
shot I saw of her, it looked like she had none on.
Well,
and she didn't look very good,
well,
frankly.
but that's
She looked pretty
your opinion
average.
as a guy and a woman. There are some times where, maybe you don't want to wear the makeup and you still want people to think that you're still attractive or whatever. You can't live 24/7 with makeup.
No.
It only, after a while, it's just, and she's done it for so many years as this sex symbol, and she wants to be taken seriously as an actress, and now she's changed the acting roles that she has been going for, and she's more of a serious actress, so I get the whole thing.
Naked Gun, not very
Well, but
serious.
no,
But
there are some other.
she's playing the Priscilla
she-
Presley role.
Yeah, she's done them, but beyond that, I think that I say go for it.
Okay. Do you have makeup on right now? Sure
Yeah,
you do.
I don't have that much.
You
I
look
don't,
great right now.
Thank you, but I don't have a ton. I have mascara, face makeup, but eyeshadow, lipstick, but I don't have it overdone.
Okay. Do I have makeup on right now? I probably
No,
don't
do you?
look
You
like
don't
it,
really look like you do,
but I have, for me, a lot of
well,
makeup.
you have a little bronzer on or something.
I have bronzer on. I have
Well, your eyebrows, because your
No,
eyebrows
but I
are
mean,
little. Oh yeah, but you put the
the-
bronzer all over. It's just like a wash of a color.
But what do you call it when you brighten up your eyes with the white
Oh, highlighter, under eye.
under eye
Under eye,
highlighter?
yeah, but you always did that.
Then
for
I have a little
TV.
blush on my
Yeah.
cheekbones,
Yeah,
a
But-
little bit.
but that's for whatever TV camera, whatever. But
Okay.
I say she looks fabulous with or without makeup, and I'm all for her.
Okay. And then the other night, speaking of older actors, we tried, I think it's on Netflix, called the Thursday
Yeah.
Murder Club.
Well, Richard and I, my friend Richard,
Yeah.
who we always
Yeah.
swap what to watch. He was really excited. He said, "Hey, you going to watch that tonight?" I said, "Yeah." And then we started watching it. It's got a
So-
great cast.
So it has older actors in it. It's got Pierce Brosnan at 72
Yeah,
and
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren's 80 years old.
She looks fabulous.
God, unbelievable. So the point
It's
was,
got Ben Kingsley, and
Yeah.
it has the other I could see is Price, Jonathan
well,
Price.
Jonathan Price is in it. You
It's
know,
got a lot of great Hollywood actors.
we ended up turning it off fairly
Too
quickly because she
depressing.
doesn't like anything that depressing
It's
about.
so depressing. They're
death
living in a.
and
Well,
aging.
it's not an old age home, but they live in a.
Well, it is.
I guess no, because I asked Francesca. She read the book, unless they
Oh.
changed the book to the film. But they live in a senior community type
Okay.
place. But it's so depressing. Her husband has Alzheimer's and he doesn't remember. So Helen Mirren goes into the room and he's saying, "Hey, look, I recorded this today. It's me remembering what to say." And then the other one, they show she's in the hospice bed. She's gone with Alzheimer's, and I just can't take it.
She couldn't
I
take
can't
it.
take it.
So
So
we were out.
sorry,
but-
Richard.
But the point is, Helen Mirren is the outlier here because she's turned 80 years of age, and I got to tell you, she looks great.
She's sexy.
She
She
is,
was really
to
sexy.
me.
Yeah.
I never thought in her younger days she was that sexy, but she's hot.
If you could see some of her younger pictures before she was when she
Yeah.
was a model, knockout.
Well,
But she still has it.
I,
She's
for
dropped
one,
it. Gorgeous.
sitting on this couch, did watch all of Mobland's first
That's
season.
true, you did watch
and
that.
she was sensational because she plays the wife of Pierce Brosnan.
Right.
They're mobster man and wife,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And she's the quote-unquote brains of the operation, though she's without soul.
Yeah.
And she is hot. She's way hotter in that than Thursday Murder Club.
And
or
she was in
whatever it's-
1883.
She was. I watched it.
Or
You
she
didn't
was on
finish
the
it.
on the prairie.
Yeah, but she didn't look that great. She was
Mm.
supposed to be playing an old
Prime Suspect, her
frontier.
series,
Oh
she
God,
looked
we watched
beautiful.
all that.
Beautiful.
She's very sexy, but she
She
looks
is.
as sexy at 80 as
Yeah.
she ever has.
She has.
And Judi Dench is 90, but Judi
She
Dench
still
was
looks
never
great.
sexy.
I thought she had a sexiness to her.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but
What would you know?
Pierce Brosnan, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
very
He's
upset
just playing
about
older
this.
and older and older.
Everything he does now, he just plays old, and
Yeah.
he's not that old. And to me, he's still he has a sexiness he could play Bond right now again. He's that.
Again?
Yeah, I think so. He could. He could. He still has something. But I don't know why he's. I talked about this to Francesca this morning. I said to her, "What do you think of?" She loves Pierce Brosnan, and she said, "Well, maybe he's not getting offered those roles anymore." I said, "I don't know. I would find it hard to believe that now they're just offering him older character roles." He
I don't
went like
know.
that from being sexy, hot. Now he's just playing old.
Okay, but
I don't know.
again, you wouldn't watch Mobland because you said it was too
No.
bloody, which it's not bloody. But I don't know why you wouldn't watch Mobland with me.
Because in the beginning it was very bloody.
It wasn't.
It was the first 2-3 episodes. I stayed
Go see
with you.
Nobody 2 and tell me blood.
Right, that was beyond bloody. That
Yeah.
beyond. I was hiding my eyes 85 to 90% of the movie. That was bad.
But in Mobland,
Yeah.
pardon my language, but Pierce Brosnan plays a bad MF.
Yeah.
He does. And very convincing.
Yeah.
When he's always been kind of the pretty boy, bon vivant type.
Yeah.
See James Bond.
Yeah. Oh my God, Remington Steele. If
Yeah,
I want to go back
that's
to
true.
whenever he first started, if somebody never watched that, they should watch Remington Steele. It was one of the best TV shows ever, and he plays a private investigator.
Well, in this Thursday,
And he quotes movie
I
lines
know.
all the time.
He's great. But
Yeah.
Thursday Murder Club, he's playing fat, old,
It was just
grayed
not,
out.
It was so depressing. I couldn't
just
take it.
kind of
I
goofy
don't
old.
want to see him like that.
Yeah, it was terrible. Let's get to a question here. This is an email question from Camille from Orange County, California.
Down the street.
From us here in LA. Did Travis and Taylor rush their engagement announcement because of you?
I don't think so, but I think
Because
they would.
we taped a show last week, and then before we dropped the show, they announced their engagement. So we had to put a disclaimer that we talked about
right.
Travis and
Yeah,
Taylor
right,
before
but,
we
yeah.
knew they were engaged, but
Yeah,
it didn't really
but
change what
no,
we said
no,
about them.
But I don't think
here
they
we are.
did. I don't think they care about us. I don't think they know. Well, maybe he knows who you are, but I don't
He
think
does. He
she
has taken
cares who
shots
you
at
are
me
or who
before.
I am,
You know,
but whatever.
she probably knows all about you by now. She's probably done homework on you.
I actually was going to send her my book when my book came out before all of this craziness, but I don't think she needs it now. She could be on your show. She knows everything about football now. She's an analyst.
As I said on my show, when I saw the engagement pictures, everything is so staged, so contrived,
No, listen,
so
you
not
don't get
real,
it.
so
You don't get that. That is
fake,
what the
so
world
posed.
No, but you don't
Okay.
understand. That's everybody now. Everybody who gets married or is proposed to, this is what they do. So I don't, I talk about them a lot, but I'm not going to talk about them in that sense because they did it. Everybody does it. My friend, the daughter is getting married. Oh, the boyfriend, he set this up. He called me and said, "Can you bring my, your daughter here? I don't know about it." It's this world of staged. Everything is staged. So
what if the woman says no?
no, they know that.
They know already?
They know. They buy the ring. So everything. This is not like the old days where all of a sudden a couple's walking and then the guy just drops to his knees and says, "Hey, will you marry me?" What
It used to happen all the
I
time.
know, but that's not the way of the world is not that way now. Now they have to have social media. They have to have the cameras set up. They have to. So I can't take
flowers,
that away from
they
them.
brought in like 10 tons of flowers.
$30,000 worth of flowers.
Then he's down on his knee
that's
proposing
the way,
baloney.
What I'm saying is that is the way everybody does it now.
Between their two camps, all their reps, they had
This
been
is a
discussing
PR.
this for
This
probably
is
months,
Year,
and it would have been
probably a
carefully
year.
mapped out and
course it
planned by
is.
the reps on both
These two-
sides.
These two people
And she
are
orchestrated everything.
They are the most looked at people in the world. But what I was going to say is the whole engagement thing, of course, it was 2 weeks before they allowed the media to know they got
see it.
engaged.
Well, you got to doctor the pictures. You got
Of
to
course.
Photoshop. You got to clean up. You gotta
Right.
take out.
So my friend Francesca sent me a really good word this morning about it. It was funny. And she said to me, the word is, let's see, it's pop culture overload. And that is really how they describe Taylor and Travis. That is pop culture overload at this moment because they are PR masters and they have they have taken the world by storm. And what I read about it, and Francesca and I were both reading it together, it's just the fairy tale world of the princess.
No, I mean, she
and
is
that's what it is.
literally, she's Cinderella. That's how she
Right.
presents herself.
But
I'm nobody.
99% of the world, they have bought into it. Again,
Prince Charming
I don't
and Cinderella.
I don't
Yes.
not like her for any reason. I don't like her. I mean, it's not like I have any vendetta against her, but this pop culture overload, PR overload, and I'm a publicist and I've worked in PR for a long time. It's to the point I've never seen this before. But everyone has bought into it because they feel like they've invested in this relationship. This is they're living their life through these two people. And it's a sad state of affair when you have to live your life through this. And
what's
they
incredible,
are not going to let people down, even if at some point, I'm sure, if things get rocky and whatever happens, I think they would stay together just for the sake of the world. You can't let them. I would think people would be flinging themselves off of buildings if something happened between the two of them.
That's true.
It's just taken the world.
Okay.
Bigger than Princess Di.
I think she wears the, so to speak, pants in the family. I think she is the brains of the operation because he's not.
Well, I hate to tell you, but I sent to you or I read last night that he's already, this is his last season of playing. But where you thought, oh, this is going to be, where most people, if they're retiring, Tom Brady retired, this was like, I'm going to kick ass until I don't really think that's happening because he's already set his sights. He has a TV show waiting for him.
But he has admitted in recent articles that it hurt his play last year a little bit.
Right, but now that's gone away because he's on to bigger pastures. He wants to be an actor.
No, but it's affecting his play hugely because
do you think he really
he's
cares?
got one foot in and one bigger foot out.
Well, that's
because
the whole
he is
thing
now all in on
entertainment.
He's going to have his own series, a reality.
Curb's executive producer is going to be working with him on a new series that he's going to act in.
No, but he's just going to play himself.
Yes, but it's going to be a TV series. Yeah. So, do you really think that he's going to really care that this is his last season? This is like, I'm doing that, but okay, get my agent on the phone.
No, so, but how can he focus at all on football, which requires total focus if you're going to be the best at what you do? And now his focus is spread all over the country. Yeah.
So, interesting.
Well, those two. Hey, what's your favorite expression? He stepped in crap, as you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Because so did he and his brother, Jason Kelce, he's in every other ad on television, and it's all because of Taylor Swift. Because Jason Kelce, you don't know this, but he played center, the guy who hikes the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he never was that outspoken or that quoted as a center for the Philadelphia Eagles. I knew who he was because he's really good at what he did, but he wasn't a character. He wasn't a live wire. He wasn't a quote machine. And all of a sudden, only because of Taylor Swift, now he's become one of the biggest things on ESPN, and he's in every other commercial.
And
he's super fun. He's Taylor Swift.
Wife.
Because everybody's trying to hitch the PR star to her.
Yes.
Because she is the star on The Biggest Rise. And she has carefully plotted out her career, and I admire
she's the biggest
how hard she works.
Of course.
She milks this for all it's worth. She doesn't miss a PR step. She is 24/7 locked in on how to get bigger, bigger.
That her camp, her world, it's all a public relations. It's like it should be PR 101 in a college course of how they strategically live their life for PR, for people to see their life, what they think is their life, but it's not really. It's like reality show comes alive, but you see what, you present to the America and the world what you want them to see.
They have become our version of Prince Charles and Diana.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there are royalty. There are
bigger
royals.
Than Markle, Meghan Markle,
they're bigger.
Harry.
They're our version of royalty, fairy tale royalty.
Yeah.
So Taylor Swift has become Princess Di, right?
Yeah.
And she's a real life princess.
But
it's
the people have made her that way. This
Yeah.
is what they want to buy into. They need a role model. So she is the role model and he is the role model. So
who knew?
it's what I just read, pop culture overload.
Congratulations. Wait until they have a baby.
Oh my God.
My
Oh
God.
no.
It'll be
I can't.
Prince Charlie or somebody, right?
The baby's name will be number 1 before the baby is born. That's
Oh,
what every parent
That's
would want
true.
their
That's a good
child
point.
named.
Okay, speaking of entertainers, there's another one who's all of 20 years of age named Sophie Rain, R-A-I-N, Rain,
geez.
as in rain. It's raining.
Oh, it's raining,
Raining Men, right?
My favorite.
It's a good song.
Thanks.
Sophie Rain, at age 20, says that last year she made $43 million, almost as much as LeBron bleeping
But that
James.
was the headline. The headline, that was the key.
Yeah.
I made almost as much as LeBron James.
At age
First of all,
20.
I don't know why she's picking LeBron James. I mean, there are people that have made more money than LeBron James. I mean, Jeff
Just
Bezos.
because she almost got there.
Yeah, so she's like 20 million less, right? He's 40. What is she? He's 43.
3.
It was, yeah.
No, she made 43.
No, she made 43 and he made
whatever.
Yeah.
He's about to make 52
Right,
this
so I
year.
think it was
his
53,
last year with
whatever.
the Lakers. But
So she's comparing herself
okay,
to LeBron
okay,
James.
and she's on OnlyFans.
Right. But
And
she's a virgin.
she's a porno princess.
Right.
She's the flip side of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Although she's marketing herself just as skillfully and craftily as Taylor is. But
Yeah, she's making $43 million
but
a
Sophie
year.
Rain promotes herself as a Christian virgin, a
yeah.
Christian virgin
Oh my God.
who's selling quote unquote porn because she appears very
In
scantily
lingerie
clad,
and bathing suits.
and she has big breasts
Well,
and
she's
a
got big boobs and a big
giant
butt.
caboose,
Yeah,
just
so
giant
there you
caboose, and
go.
that looks surgically enhanced.
Probably.
I don't know, but
She's probably
and
walking on Bedford here in Beverly
I
Hills
don't-
getting it all done.
I don't know her work, so I don't know how she comes across, but I guess she's coming across as a really sexy ingenue,
I
as
think
in
it's
the
kind of like
Lolita,
the young
right?
Lolita, yeah.
She's a Lolita
Mhm.
because she looks even younger in the pictures I see than 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so I
She's
got
a fantasy for guys.
she's a fantasy because she's the Christian virgin who
Yeah.
shows
Who's going to wear
Almost
a skimpy
all.
bathing suit. But
Right.
then last night I sent you
mhm,
that really good piece from
yeah.
Michael
Michael Porter,
Porter
Jr.
Jr.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. He said it's sad to think
Basketball player.
Yeah, basketball player who weighed in on this and said it's sad to think of all those guys that are married with families and they're happily married supposedly and they're paying, I don't know, $5, $10, I don't know how much it is to check her out, to just watch her stand there in a bathing
Don't
suit
be
or
naive
lingerie.
about that. That's
What?
life. I mean, that's just life.
No, I know, but I agree with him. This girl is getting beyond wealthy. She's rich, and she's worried.
If we can believe
she's going to
what
lose her
she
43
says.
million. The guy that interviewed her, I had to laugh. He said, "You make $43 million," and she said, "Yes, I'm a little concerned. I'm going to be losing that. You know, I have to worry about that." And he said, "You're making $43 million. I don't think you have to worry about losing that right now." She's kind of set, you know, but.
She is
You know,
sad.
it's interesting. When I worked for one of the PR agencies and we represented Mary Kate and Ashley when they were kids, and they had a makeup line and a beauty line that I repped. And the one thing I remember their manager telling me was that they were really offended that in a lot of like a gas station or wherever there are guys working, they would have posters of Mary Kate and Ashley at like 10 years old, and that it was kind of creepy and disgusting that these guys are fantasizing about these little girls. So
Yeah.
I think it's one step above that with this girl. So she's 20 years old. She's not having sex, supposedly, where the other
and
one on the fan
in her
site are having like
videos,
1,000 men in 1 hour.
Yeah, that's
I don't think
true.
they're making the same amount as she's making.
I
She's
don't
making more than the girls
don't
that
know. I
are
don't do
having
it.
sex with 1,000 men.
Okay, but remember, she in her videos. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just what I read. But in her videos, there are no
I
men.
don't know what we're talking about.
No
yeah.
men involved. So it's just her.
So she's just standing there?
So it's only hinted sex. It's not
Oh my
actual.
God.
There's no actual porno taking place.
So it's like calling the 1-800 girls that you don't know what they look like, and meanwhile they're eating a sandwich while they're talking to the guy. Yeah,
I know,
I'm going to
but
do this to
as
you.
Michael
and they're
Porter
just eating a
Jr.
sandwich.
pointed out, if you actually call and no, not call. This is like if you email with somebody or text
Yeah.
with somebody and they're texting back. Well, it's not Sophie Rain who's texting you back. It's somebody in Taiwan or somebody
right.
who's just
Yeah.
working for the company, and they're
Yeah.
going to text sexy things back
Right.
to you. Whatever.
Well, that was like Girl 8, Spike Lee's movie.
That's true.
You know.
And that's a
And
good
then
one.
she ends up, one of the guys she ends up liking, and he likes her.
Okay.
But this is crazy. I don't know, $43 million to stand there in a bathing suit. I think she's making more money than the girl who's having sex where she had to go to the hospital because she had so much sex that they had to put her in the hospital.
But the one takeaway from this is that fantasized sex, that what you project off what you're seeing is better than flat out X-rated porno sex.
Well, but I've always said yes.
it's more marketable to sell the fantasy of her doing nothing except just sort of displaying her wares.
Sometimes, and I've said this before, it's sexier not to see somebody completely naked, but to see them wearing a T-shirt with a pair of skimpy shorts or whatever it is. That's more sexy to a lot of people than just coming out completely nude. So
okay, like I used to say about the original Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders back in my days in Dallas, when they were the first ever to actually flaunt sex appeal in cheerleaders, because the old cheerleaders were just college cheerleaders wearing
they were the turtlenecks and the pleated
right?
skirts
and showing none of their bodies,
Right.
right? But all of a sudden the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were showing something. But as I always said, the harder you looked at the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, the less you saw. Because it really wasn't, it was just hints of cleavage, hints of the butt, right?
Because they had the pleated skirts
and so she's showing more than hints, but she's not doing anything. She's acting sexy.
Right.
I always told you, my mother said, pretty is as pretty does. And I always said, well, the truth is sexy is as sexy does.
Well, I don't know what she's doing in these videos. I didn't look. I mean, unless she's doing some weird stuff,
like
with things,
doing
with lollipops
doing
and
chores.
Things. I don't know.
Like
she's doing chores. Maybe she could clean our bathroom.
Right, but she's showing
a
lot of her giant breasts.
Vacuuming.
So
whatever. You can make $43 million in this world for doing nothing. It's insane.
But I don't think
there are doctors trying to cure AIDS and cancer and every disease, and they can't make over $100,000 a year as a
this
scientist.
Is just me. I don't think God is signing off on her as a Christian making $43 million with suggested sex.
She said that God is okay with what she's doing.
Well, that's what she thinks, but I don't think so.
Oh my God!
I wouldn't be.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh my God. Next question up is a YouTuber at Case17. So what Taylor and Sabrina are doing is inappropriate, but yet we think Madonna is what she's doing is iconic. It feels like there's a bias here. Well, let me jump in because we were comparing the album covers of Taylor and Sabrina, and the question was, wait a second, Taylor's album is actually less appropriate than Sabrina's because Taylor Swift is dressed as, it doesn't sound right to call her Taylor.
I don't really, I have to be honest with you, I don't have a problem with her album cover. It's just a showgirl outfit.
Okay, time out. But we were debating which is more inappropriate.
And I said Sabrina.
And I said Taylor because she's dressed provocatively as a showgirl because that's the name of the album.
Right.
Right? And she's in a chorus line of showgirls.
We've gone to Vegas a million times and you see showgirls and it's actually, they're cool. It's great outfits
burlesque.
they wear. I mean,
talk about
headdresses
hinted sexuality.
Yeah. So I don't think that's like a sexy cover to me just because she's in a Vegas looking showgirl outfit. Sabrina, I think it's a whole different ball game. She's down on her knees with a guy with a leash.
She was trying to send a message that, oh, guys want to treat me like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
the truth is neither. If you ask me which is less appropriate, I'd say Taylor Swift is less appropriate. But But the point is, neither is all that inappropriate.
No.
And
It's just that everybody wanted to make something out of
so,
them. And they have their PR machines working.
okay, to the point of case 17, Madonna,
Madonna was breakthrough.
but she was breaking through on flaunting her sexuality in her performances, because if you saw her in concert, as I did about 3 times, I think I saw Madonna
Which I
3
never
times.
did, yeah.
Okay, so she's doing on stage Like a Prayer and Like a Virgin, and it's pretty outrageous what they are enacting on stage, right?
But she did it before anybody else, and
Okay,
anybody else is
but it
just
would be
following
deemed
her.
by mothers as very inappropriate.
Of course,
her
yeah. I mean,
acts.
she's very sexual.
Yeah.
But she was an originator, and she broke through. So whatever these women are doing, it's tame compared to Madonna.
Okay, so we agree with your point.
She's
Madonna
iconic.
was iconic, but if we're going inappropriate, she's way more inappropriate than these two have ever thought about
without a doubt.
That's the truth.
Breakthrough, but
Okay.
provocative.
But her music was much more
incredible.
creative
Incredible.
and powerful than the music of either of these
yeah,
two.
without a doubt.
It's not even close.
Without a doubt. Madonna.
Just go listen to her greatest hits and tell me what you hear.
Madonna rules.
Try Vogue.
Oh.
Just,
Oh, everything she did. That whole Like a Virgin album.
Like a Prayer is my favorite. It's
yeah,
just
that's great. Like a prayer, like a virgin, like a prayer.
Okay, this is Kevin from Honolulu.
My favorite Honolulu. One of my
she
favorite
would live
places
there.
in the world. You get off of the plane and you smell flowers. It's the most magical place in the world. I love
But if
Honolulu.
you stayed there more than a month, you'd have cabin fever, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Honolulu.
Okay. So do I. Kevin from Honolulu says, I read that a woman gave birth while at Burning Man, and she said she had no idea she was pregnant. Wait, what? How in the world can someone carry a baby for 9 months and never know they're pregnant? Do you believe women when they say this, or do you think they're completely BSing it all?
So I texted my favorite Dr. Nakami from New York City, who is my gynecologist for over 20-something years.
Wow.
And she is the master of anything body-wise, best person in the world. I wrote her and I said, we're doing this question, and I sent her the article. And I said, how can this be? She said, it's not quite a true story. And then I said, you think that this is crazy, that she would not know? She said, it happens frequently, especially since most women do not have a 28-day cycle.
Oh.
Then she said, remind me to tell you about a nurse's daughter who was a nursing student, need to be sized. And then she goes, and a librarian from a Catholic school on 91st and 5th. So she's got stories to tell me. I said, great, I'll check in with you later. She said, you know, depending upon if a woman, I would think the woman would have to be heavier. If I'm 96 pounds, I would know if I have a baby inside of me. Okay, and it's
you
kicking.
Would show. You would
kicking,
just show.
But they start kicking after, you know. Plus, I'm gaining weight. Anybody who's
you would have a big baby bump.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, even the smallest women, and I have friends who have been pregnant and they're thin and they maybe gain 12 pounds, whatever, you're still gaining weight, you'd know. But I guess if someone is heavy, are you not in tune to your body? And then you're not going to have your period, okay? Because you're pregnant. You don't have a period when you're pregnant. So are you wondering why I don't have a period for 7 months and you don't go to a doctor? I would think there's the problem.
Although Nakami is saying that there are some instances.
Right, 28-day cycle. So maybe some women don't get their period all the time.
No, but she's saying she knows a couple of times.
Yeah, she's going to tell me. I told her I would find out.
So you didn't get to the bottom of it.
No, it was this morning early. So, but I just find it odd that if you are, I mean, I'm so in tune to my body. If I have a splinter somewhere, I could feel something is weird or off, right? There's a baby inside of you.
Oh my God, I'm having a baby. You don't know? You didn't know?
I find it, I've read other stories like this.
Yeah?
It's not the first time.
Mark on this, too.
Oh, no. It's not the first time women say, oh, I didn't know it was. Sometimes they like have twins and they don't know that they were pregnant and they have twins. I don't get it. I don't know if they've interviewed
the first thing
women.
Nakami said, it's not a true story.
She said there's something missing.
Yes.
She said There's
Okay.
more facts to that.
More
so
to the
I'll
story.
find out from Dr. Nakami and I'll report back.
Thank you, because that's your area, not my
No.
area.
And Dr. Nakami
Believe it
has
or not,
delivered about
I-
1,000 babies, if more. She's
I don't
been.
know if I declared this to you, but I have never been pregnant
Really?
one time in my life.
Oh my
Not
God.
once.
Neither have I.
That's true. You
I've
haven't.
never been pregnant, never
that
had
I
an
know of.
abortion. I don't know. So I guess I don't not. But Dr. Nakami has delivered A-list celebrities' babies. She's one of the best gynecologists in New York City for years and years and years, and she knows everything about everything. So I will find out the story and
Okay.
report back.
This is Spencer from one of my favorite cities, Nashville, where I
Oh,
went to school
Nashville,
at
where you went to school. I
Vanderbilt.
love
Spencer from
Nashville.
Nashville says, I saw Caught Stealing this weekend and loved it. We have not seen
No,
it yet.
I'd like to.
The scene stealer was Bad Bunny, who also was the real star of Skip's all-time favorite movie, that's sarcastic, Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
When I reviewed Happy Gilmore 2 right here on
Yeah.
this show, I said that
Bad
Bad Bunny
Bunny.
stole it.
Yeah.
Speaking of stealing,
Great.
he stole the movie. He was
Great.
the best thing in the entire
He was
movie,
so
and he had
good.
nothing to do with golf.
Right.
Playing a waiter
Yeah.
who became a caddy, don't ask. So the question is, can you see Bad Bunny ruling Hollywood the same way he rules music?
I think.
Well, yeah,
Definitely.
I
really
can.
like
He's
him
he's
as an
gifted.
actor. Yeah.
He's special.
Yeah.
And I must tip
got talent.
cap to LeBron James, because LeBron was on to Bad Bunny before I even knew who Bad Bunny
Really?
was, and he was going to his concerts, and he saw the truth before it became the truth to me. But Bad Bunny is,
I think he's very talented.
whoa, he is a Hollywood powerhouse.
Yeah, he's going to be right up there in the ranks with like
I mean,
Ice Cube.
Yeah, I could see Bad Bunny carrying a movie as
Yeah.
the star of the movie.
He's
We
very
haven't
good
gotten there
looking
yet.
and talented.
He is
and,
good looking.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
got it.
And by the way, speaking of movies, it is time for Skip and Ernestine.
yeah.
Go to the movies right here on this couch, because we had a good and a bad
Yeah.
experience over the last few days. Thanks to me, it was
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah.
I said, we never tried that Bride Hard. Is that
Right.
the name
I
of it?
think
Bride
so.
Hard? Yeah.
I didn't even
And-
know it was out.
Oh, it was out. It was in the
Yeah,
movies
no,
for
I know,
a
but
minute.
I didn't know it hit the
And
streamers.
we loved
Which?
the
Oh,
the
Maids,
other,
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
With Kristen
Sorry,
Wiig.
Bridesmaids.
That was great.
It was really
oh my God,
funny.
That was one of the funniest
Yeah.
movies when the dogs all had the berets on in the car. That was
Funny.
so funny.
When they all start vomiting,
They also.
projectile
oh my
vomiting
God,
was
that
always
was the
funny.
best.
So we think Bride Hard. What's her name?
Rebel Wilson was going to be like this. What is she? A CIA?
She's
a
a
hit
spy.
woman or
She's a
something.
hit
She's
woman.
a
Yeah.
Hit woman.
Okay. Just let me just sum it up for
Yeah.
you. It is imbecilic. It is moronic.
Oh my God.
It is the worst. She chuckled a couple times. She fell asleep four
I did.
times.
I fell asleep a lot.
And I'm serious.
It was
Through Bride Hard, we just watched it on cable, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know,
It was
I
always
didn't.
embarrassing. That
Yeah,
it was
I
so
didn't chuckle
bad.
one time. I didn't even
No,
chuckle,
I
let
thought I
alone laugh
chuckled
out
once.
loud.
There was one funny line, but
I thought
it was a
dumb.
forced.
It's just
It was so bad that it was embarrassing.
lowest common denominator.
Oh, it wasn't even stupid.
Look,
it
I
was
know it's
just
supposed to be
bad.
funny because even though she's lost some weight, she's still hefty.
Yeah.
And the running joke is, how can this hefty girl be such a badass, kick-ass
Yeah. Assassin.
assassin? And the truth is, she can't. So she
Ugh,
can't pull it off
just
because you never
bad.
believe her. You know, if you want to see somebody pull it off, like Charlize Theron in
Yeah.
Atomic
Oh.
Blonde, you just, in the first scene, you know, she can do that.
Yes.
She doesn't need a stunt double. She is capable of that.
And also,
of
I'm not going to give it
kicking
away.
that ass.
Guns up. I won't
And
say.
Guns Up.
You
Okay.
have to watch it.
But
it's
Christina
really-
Ricci
is.
She pulled it
Yeah.
off. You're like, yes, I
Yeah.
get it. I believe it. I buy
This was,
it.
but beyond that, the writing was just so bad, and the acting,
Just
and
So
was a
dumb
bomb.
and dumber.
and I like stupid movies. I like dumb movies that I always
She
say
does.
to you, oh, come on, it's mindless. Let's just watch it. This was mindless beyond mindless. It was bad. So it's just bad. So I
Gone,
rate it.
over, out.
F.
Not that anybody out there would even,
No.
like, it was just an afterthought. I just saw it.
No, it was
available.
worth it. It looked like it was going to be a funny movie.
It cost like
$5.99.
$5.99.
Yeah.
Biggest waste of $5.99 in my
bad.
life.
Put
in
me to
my
sleep,
life.
which was okay.
So then we flipped around and we had seen it and thought, should we try it?
We
And
saw
we
it
tried
advertised.
the first 2 episodes of Butterfly.
It,
Is it on
it's on
Amazon?
Amazon, I think.
Butterfly.
It's really good.
It got me.
Yeah.
It gripped me. It would not let go of
No.
me. And I'm not that familiar with either actor,
Yeah.
the girl or the older
Daniel Kim.
man, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he
was
played
big
in
and
Lost.
Lost,
He
but we
played
didn't.
in
I didn't
also
know.
the other TV series I told you. Now I'm blanking out.
That's okay.
But it's Daniel Kim, isn't it? Yeah. He's so good. It's
Yeah.
such a good movie.
You got to look up Francesca.
Butterfly. Here, Butterfly
Oh,
TV
Butterfly.
show.
Okay.
Okay. It's here we go. It is Daniel Day Kim.
He's great.
He's
He's very
good looking.
credible, believable.
And his body is like so lean you really believe he's a kick-ass.
And he's how old? Like
58 maybe?
58?
57.
57.
Yep.
He's
Piper
got it.
Parabo, the girl that she played in Yellowstone.
She did. She's good as the villain.
She was good. She's good.
And the
Raina Hardesty.
Hardesty.
Yeah.
Hardesty.
Yep.
You know,
she's the
Raina she's Japanese, but she's
Very
Japanese
pretty.
American.
Yeah.
And so the movies is taking
has
place
a lot
in
of
Seoul.
subtitles. Yeah.
There are some subtitles, but it's mostly in English.
Yeah.
And her English is like
Perfect.
Valley Girl
Yeah,
English.
Valley Girl,
And
yeah.
we're like, how can she
Wow.
talk like that? And then I look, she grew up in Orange County,
Yeah.
south of here,
Right.
of LA.
But
here.
anyway, it is. He's got a little John Wickish. Like there's some martial arts in it.
Well, there's
It's
lots of
a good
martial
story.
arts.
I would recommend. We have to.
But
finish
she's
it.
a bigger star, I guess, in Korea
Yeah,
or Japan.
Yes.
And she's pretty.
She's
I don't know
very
if she's
pretty.
like
Yeah. She's got it
knockout,
unusual, but
but
she's very cute. Very cute. And she's good. It's just
she
a good
can pull
movie.
it off.
Yeah.
They're just, as I told you last night, she does not want to hear this, so I won't go. There's no
Oh.
spoiler alerts going on here, but the first few scenes of this are so implausible to me. But I let it go.
Just
She
don't
just
even-
says,
I
"Give
keep
it
saying,
up."
don't worry
But
about
they're,
it. It's a
they're
movie.
so far-fetched and implausible. You're like, what?
But that's
then you
why you
just say,
escape to a movie. You don't want
okay.
it to be real life. I don't want real life. I live in real life every minute of the day. I want to live in fantasy.
Like, I'm just going to do one.
Oh, gee,
okay,
here we
just
go.
this. But
Okay.
this is what gets me. She's kick-ass, and she's kicking ass.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she has to run back across the hotel lobby, and there are 3 security men there who are highly trained in suits.
Marksmen.
Yeah, they're marksmen, but they've all got 9mm,
Yeah.
and so does she.
Yeah.
She runs all the way across the lobby, shooting sideways at 3 guys who are all firing at her directly. Help me out here. Nobody gets hit. Nobody.
It's a
She doesn't hit
movie.
them. They don't hit her.
It's a movie.
It's impossible.
Just give
she,
it up.
She would get shot 14
but
times
then,
before she got
do
across
we want
the
to watch
lobby.
real life? I don't want to watch real life. I want to watch a
It's like,
fantasy.
What?
Anyway, watch it. It's really
Okay.
good.
But there are lots of movies where I go all the way through and I say, I bought every second
All right.
of that.
Well,
Right?
so sometimes the ones that are not as real should just be watched.
Okay. This is Greg from New York City, your
Oh.
favorite place. There's
NYC.
been a lot of movement on SNL Saturday Night Live with some notable names leaving,
Yes.
aka getting fired from the show. Do you
Yes.
like that the SNL cast feels like a rotation of characters, or would you prefer a cast that stays together for a considerable time? Well, obviously, I've been there from the start, although over the last couple of years we've lost some touch
Yeah.
with it because of the revolving door cast. After a while, you need stars who become major stars on SNL.
Well, the problem is when you don't know their names.
Yeah, I don't know any
I mean,
names, but
Kenan Thompson.
that's all we know.
He's the regular.
We know
he's the
Kenan Thompson.
Constant.
Yeah.
If he goes, then I'm totally lost. But the problem is that this is the time Lauren Michaels decides who's coming back for the season and who's new
I
to the
understand.
season because
Or
he has to
at
cut
least
who's
releasing
not
it. Yeah.
doing well and who's
Yeah.
not resonating with people.
No, I get it. But but I go all the way back to Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd and
Please.
John Belushi and
Lorraine
Bill Murray.
Newman and Gilda Radner and Jane Curtin.
Okay,
The
okay.
first.
They became mega stars on SNL, and then most of them became movie stars.
Yes.
They all did in their own
They
ways.
all did, yes.
And then we went through Chris Rock and Will Ferrell and
Eddie Murphy.
I forgot Eddie Murphy, and
You go on Kristen Wiig.
Kate
McKinnon.
Thank you. Just
goes
they become stars, and you get them for like 4 or 5 seasons, and then I can't wait to see what Kristen Wiig's doing tonight.
Right. But the problem is that
Happy Gilmore.
you could understand.
Adam Sandler.
But they were so good. But you can Uncut Gems he did was an amazing movie. But once they become so popular on SNL, it's only natural they want to move on and
I get
move
that.
On to so it's hard to get new ones.
But we get them for like 5 seasons that they have become big stars.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to miss Saturday Night Live because I want to see what Adam Sandler's going to do next. Right?
I know, but it's unfortunate because they want to move on with their career.
Okay, I got that, but all of a sudden we've hit this drought where in the last couple of years I don't see anybody on there who just takes it over, and you say, "Oh,
Cicely
there's a
Strong was good. She was one of the last ones. Heidi Gardner, who just left,
she's doing the ads
doing those
for
ads.
home.com.
She, I think, to me, she was one of the good ones too.
Yeah.
And it's just hard. And I think, and I know people that have worked on Saturday Night Live for a million years, it's a very grueling schedule it is pulling all-nighters. And one of the guys who just left said it was like being in a boot camp.
Yeah.
Can't take it. I mean, it's a very hard job when you're not at that A-list level and you're trying to get there. So
okay, this is Maybelline from Atlanta, GA.
I love that name, Maybelline. It's great.
Denzel Washington said he no longer goes to the theaters to see movies. Are you okay or having a problem with him saying that? Feels like a Hollywood icon like him should be promoting theaters and movies and not saying just wait and stream them at home. Okay, for me, Denzel in this latest sort of spate of publicity for the new Spike Lee movie.
Which opens Friday.
Okay. He's turned into something of a grumpy old man to me. And I don't know what possessed him, if he's been in a bad mood lately, but he took shots at sports critics, me. He took shots at Academy Awards. They're worthless, useless, doesn't care about them. And now he's saying he doesn't actually go to the theater to watch movies, which they are desperately trying to hang on to and promote so they can double dip off the theater income plus the streaming
world
income.
is losing money. Nobody goes to movies anymore, actual movies. I mean, it's very hard. But I don't know if he's really saying don't go to the movies. I think there are a lot of people that we know, actors, they don't watch movies. They make movies, but then they don't watch it, which maybe I understand because that's their business. It's like, you want to watch sports all the time, but figure somebody who's normal, who's in sports.
Yeah.
They may not want to watch sports on their days off. So I understand he's making the movies, doesn't want to go to the movies, but he should be promoting the movies and saying, please,
I don't get it.
Please go to your movie.
He's right at the top for me as an
I know you love
all-time
him.
favorite actor, and I still say Training Day, for which he won the Academy Award, and obviously now doesn't care about it, but Training Day was so intense from start to finish that I've tried to watch it a second time on the living room TV, and I can't watch it because I know what's coming, and it's almost like Psycho feeling to me, like Hitchcock's Psycho, which I saw in the theater and it wrecked and rocked me for like a month. And there's no way I'm going to watch Psycho again, and I can't watch Training Day again because it's just too visceral.
Real.
Oh God, he is so good.
He is.
What's his name? Alonzo?
Yeah.
This is Joe from Madison, Wisconsin. Southwest Airlines announced they altered the seat policy for plus-size people. Are you okay with this, or do you think airlines companies, businesses have a greater consideration, or should have, for people who are plus-sized?
Well, yeah, I think, first of all, you can't have somebody who's plus size, who thinks they have a seat, and they get to the airport, and the ticket agent says, "I'm sorry, you don't have a seat
how do you
because you
enforce
can't."
the policy? Because if you
It's
say you
ridiculous.
have to buy a second seat, so you have more arm and leg
Right,
room.
but what if there's no more
Okay.
seats?
Okay, but what if a giant-sized person, an obese person, walks
heavy
onto a
person,
Southwest
yeah.
Airlines flight and sits down in the middle seat, and right and left can't even
And
get in
they're
their
sold
seat?
out. So what?
And okay, then you say, "Sir or madam, you need to buy a second seat." Well,
Where? And then you
are
have to
you
get
gonna
off your
stop?
flight. I mean,
You're going to stop the process and say you have to get off the plane?
oh my God,
They're not going to say
that's
that.
crazy.
They can't say that.
I mean, the only thing they can do is when they have to change that when you're buying a ticket, you have to reveal how much you weigh, which I think
But-
is illegal. I don't know. That's like discriminating against people? You can't say.
I know, but listen, I, for one, as I've told you, in my career, the first
Yes.
20 years of my career, I'm not sure anybody in the world flew more than I did. I was just gone. I
Right.
just stayed on the road, flying all over the country, all over the world to sports events, to Wimbledon, British Open, World Cups all over the world. I was just gone. I
Right.
flew, and I never thought twice about it.
No.
Now I can barely fly anymore because I'm so burned out on it, because it's so hard, and it obviously
Very
got way
hard,
harder
yeah.
after 9/11. But the point is that, yeah, I mean, how many times did I get stuck up against the
Oh, I
window
know,
where
it's
this person
terrible.
is just too huge for the seat? And it makes for a very uncomfortable 3 or 4
Right.
hour flight.
Right.
So I get it, and I wish they could enforce it because it's just the truth.
They would have to do something. Either they have to enlarge the seats,
Yeah,
or they have to ask up front which category do you fit into.
I just don't know how you enforce that. Okay, speaking of favorite towns, I'm from Oklahoma City, and I love Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's
She has
true. I've
been a
to
couple
Tulsa.
times to
I do
Tulsa.
like Tulsa.
Tulsa Country Club, played that golf course numerous times. This is Smith from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I hear Hazel scratching in the background. Smith says, I unfortunately had a recent death in the family, and the amount of quote unquote thoughts and prayers, texts, and wishes I was sent made me really upset, mainly because saying something like that for me comes across as so basic and being sent with no thought or actual condolences. Do you think, quote unquote, thoughts and prayers is acceptable to send to someone, or do you think something more thoughtful should be expressed?
I totally feel bad for you, first of all. Sorry for your loss.
Yes.
But I'm right there with you. When I lost my mother and my father and my good friend, people, it's either they don't know what to say, or they take it so casual where, again, it's just like, oh, sorry you were going through that, or it's so dismissive. And then also when they say, and I've said this before, when they say how old were they, and so if the age of the person that just passed in their eyes is old enough to die, then they say, oh, well, they lived a good life. Well, who are you to decide who lives a good life and who doesn't have another 10 years or 20 years? So I find that offensive. And so the only thing I ever say to somebody, and I had 2 people that recently lost people in their lives, I just say there's nothing I can say to make you feel better, except if you need to talk, I'm here for you, and I'm thinking of you. Because no matter what I say isn't going to make sense. No, whatever somebody said to me doesn't make me feel better. Oh, I know you loved your mother. Yes, I love my mother. Or, gee, your mother's with you still. Okay, it's not making me feel better. So maybe it's better not to say anything and just say, I'm thinking of you, and if you need to talk, I'm here. That's, to me, that's my thing.
Well said.
Thank you.
I do agree with your sentiment. It's also very difficult for anyone on the outside looking in to say anything that resonates. It's hard to say the right thing because there is no right thing to say.
There's nothing that's going to make you feel better.
But this is my pet peeve.
Can't bring someone back.
And I go way back with this. I don't know who started it or where it took off from. But this whole idea, so many leagues post statements, our thoughts and prayers are with the victims' families. Our thoughts and prayers. Baloney, because I know these people, they've never prayed in their lives.
Yeah.
God does not like it when you say our thoughts and prayers, because somehow it sounds more appropriate to say prayers, because now
You
it
have to
looks
throw
like
that in.
you went to church
Right,
for
you
them.
covered all the bases.
Yes,
Yeah.
our thoughts and prayers. Baloney. You don't pray. And God does not like it if you're saying prayers when you don't honor God with real live prayers.
Mm-hmm.
If I say that, not to be holier than thou, but
Mm-hmm.
if I say it, I do pray.
Mm-hmm.
I pray every day and every night. I just do, because I have my whole life.
Right.
Okay? I am genuine. I'm legit. I do go to church, and if I say my prayers are with you,
Right.
I wouldn't say my thoughts are with you, but I might say my prayers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying for you, and that's legit. But the other way is completely bogus posturing.
But whenever I say I'm thinking of you, I am thinking of that person because I
Well,
feel
sure.
bad for them. I know
It's
what it's
hard.
like to go through something like that, and so
Yeah.
I just think there's no words that can make somebody feel better.
Okay, this is Martin from your favorite place, Beverly Hills.
Oh.
You are the mayor
Oh,
of
yeah.
Beverly
I'm
Hills.
I'm
You
the
go there
mayor.
once a
Yeah.
day, every day, but you
Yeah.
walk there.
I'm a walker in
Man.
Beverly Hills, the only walker.
The Beverly Hills school superintendent overruled a plan to display the Israeli flag at schools. Ernestine is a Jewish woman.
Yep.
What do you make
That's
of this?
We talked about this.
We did.
I mean, I get what they wanted to do, but I think that you can't isolate just or pick out one group of people and say, hey, we're going to choose to have their flag next to the U.S. flag. You know, you can't do that, because then what about the French and the Italian and whatever. So I don't think there's enough room for it. Like when you pass the United Nations on 49th and 1st in New York City,
Yeah.
there's flags representing every
country.
country in the world. So unless you can replicate that at a high school in Beverly Hills, which you can't, then I say, unfortunately, it's a
Okay.
no-win.
Obviously, there are a whole lot of Jewish kids in Beverly Hills
Yeah.
going to schools in Beverly Hills. But who would think to even propose this? It's just preposterous, because I support Israel. I say it. The Bible says you must protect Israel. I'm all for that. But obviously, we've got Palestine versus Israel. So would you put the Palestinian flag up, as many would want? No. Then, to your point, would you put the Italian flag up, or
Italian,
would you put the
Swedish,
Iranian flag up? Or there are a lot of Persian people in Beverly Hills. Okay, what
you just can't
where
do
would it
It'll-
end?
It'll start a war.
This is, the last time I checked, America. So there should be an American flag, period, end of story. But you can't start to favor one group
single
over
out.
the other. And I don't know who would even think that could get passed in Beverly Hills. I don't know. Okay, this is, I like this. This is at Oates Wishing Stone. At Oates Wishing Stone.
That's cool.
Skip, you think Bob Odenkirk is wimpy. I did call him wimpy. That's the part of his appeal in Nobody and Nobody Too.
In the movie, not in real life.
No. But if you two boxed in real life, how many rounds until you knock him out?
Oh,
And
jeez.
Oates Wishing Stone says, this is a pay-per-view I would 1,000%
Oh my
buy.
God. I would not want to see that.
She's
I'm a
anti-boxing.
non-violent,
Non-violent
anti-boxing.
Ernestine.
No, that's me.
Okay. So I did fight a lot when I was a kid, until I was about 15, when I realized if you're going to fist fight, once you're big enough at 15, you're going to, if you fist fight, it's like it's going to go to the death, because you could kill each other. Okay.
Nuts.
But I did box in junior high school, and boxing is so hard. They're 3-minute rounds, and you feel like after 2 rounds, your arms are going to fall off.
Yeah.
You're sore for days thereafter, because you don't ever use those muscles. But the point is, that the beauty of Nobody is he doesn't look like he's in great shape. And all of a sudden,
he's kick-ass.
He goes MMA on somebody, and you say, where did that come from? It's sort of the Rebel Wilson conceit flipped, where she's heavy, he's not.
No,
he's
very
small
slight.
and wimpy looking. And then he gets in an elevator with 6 guys armed, and he disarms all 6 and leaves them splattered all over the elevator.
Right.
Okay? That's the driving principle of nobody, right? Okay, so in real life, is he a badass? I'm going to doubt it. He used to be a writer on SNL.
Well, I don't think he's a badass. He's just a normal guy.
Okay.
Normal actor.
Am I a badass?
Well,
I
you're
like
not
to compete.
Right, but you're not out beating people
No,
up.
I don't do that.
So I would say
no.
No, never.
Is he in better shape than I'm in? Well, one thing, he's about 20 years younger than me, so he would have that advantage.
Yeah.
But is he in better shape than I am?
Okay shape.
I doubt it. I just doubt it.
Well, I don't think he works out as much as you because
No.
you're obsessed and psychotic. But I don't think.
But I don't think he lifts weights the way I do.
No, I don't think
And
so. But
I'm going to doubt he's any quicker than I am because I am athletically quick.
float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad
Thank you.
Ali.
Cassius Clay, actually. So
I would
I don't
rather
know.
see you. I'd rather see you go play basketball with him. Let's just do that. Play basketball.
I'd
No
kill him.
fighting. I don't believe in it.
I'd beat his brains
No,
out in basketball.
no, you're. Oh, basketball, maybe. Well, I don't know. Maybe he plays basketball, but he'd be great. We should invite him over, and we could play basketball. You could play basketball.
I think he's about my size, so
Yeah,
we would match
that would
up
be
well
good.
in the ring,
Basketball,
weight class-wise.
yes. Let's do that. Okay.
Let's box.
No, basketball.
I'll do it. I'm there.
Basketball. Yeah, basketball.
I'm pretty sure, to quote Oates Wishing Stone, 1,000%. I'm 1,000% sure I could win that boxing match.
Basketball.
Okay, this is Jamie from Newport, Rhode Island, who says
Love
Labor Day is
Newport.
always considered the blowout weekend to celebrate end of summer. Did either of you ever celebrate, throw or go to a big Labor Day weekend blowout party? And if you did, please tell us the juiciest moment. So,
I find it depressing.
yeah, it's interesting to me because, remember, I'm a sports guy, so my life has revolved around the seasons. And for me, Labor Day has always been the start of football season, which is a long, hard 6-month grind for me. So I have always dreaded Labor Day because it is the end of summer. It's the end of vacation. It's the end, usually when I was living in Connecticut by ESPN or wherever, even in Dallas, it's the end of golf because the weather's going to
Right.
turn and you're not going to play golf through football season. And it is very,
very
depressing.
sad.
And
I
then
mean,
I
yeah.
think of movies, one from, this is like 1984, The Flamingo Kid with
Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon.
Incredible.
And there have been a lot of movies about the end of summer. He was like a
He was
pool boy, or
yeah,
right?
yeah, Cabana.
Cabana
boy.
boy
At a private club.
in New York. And this is it. This is the end. And you know that
Yeah.
right on schedule, the leaves are going to turn,
Right.
the weather's going to
But that's the whole thing.
change.
Yeah, I grew up in New York, so you live for Memorial Day, and then when Labor Day, especially when you're going to school, Labor Day, like these kids that haven't
I
gone
know,
back to
it's
school
back to
yet,
school, yeah.
they're dreading next week because they have to go back to school. And the minute they go back to school, all of a sudden the leaves are turning. I talked to Francesca, who lives in New York, yesterday, and she said, "Would you believe I had to put a sweater on today? It was
Yep.
cool already." And that's what happened. It goes like that on the East Coast. All of
Yeah,
a sudden, the leaves are
just
turning.
goes.
I used to go to Connecticut to visit you in early September. You go all the way up the thruway, and it's already beautiful, beautiful autumn leaves, but it's over.
It's orange.
So, to me, Labor
Yep.
Day, Memorial Day is fun because it's like, wow, it's the beginning of summer.
It is.
You got the whole summer. Now
Agreed.
it's Labor Day, and now
This
it's
is
like womp womp.
It's the only depressing holiday to
Yeah.
me.
Because it's
People
the
do-
end of summer, and it just is back to that winter
just
doldrums. Even when you live here in LA, you still know that it's winter, and it gets dark at 4 o'clock here also.
Okay. And finally, from Instagram, we have @CrewOats822. There's several oats going on here.
Yeah. I love oatmeal.
@CrewOats822 says, this reborn baby craze is beyond
crazy.
nuts. When Hazel sadly dies, perish the
100
thought,
years from today.
would you get a reborn Hazel?
Oh my God. Hazel comes alive. I don't know if they've even done reborn animals
I
yet.
don't think so.
That would be a good investment to do.
Okay, well, speaking
It's
of,
kind of like a taxidermist, no?
can you vamp for like 30
Yeah.
seconds while I go
Yeah,
get her? Because
okay.
she's got to make her
Yeah, she's got a
cameo
the kid
appearance
stays
at
in
the end of the
picture.
show. Hang on.
Hazel has to be in the picture for
Yep.
at least 1 minute. I don't know if I would deal with a reborn Hazel. I think it would be a little weird. It would be like this, but only, I guess you'd have to make it out of plastic. But I'm not into the taxidermist stuff. When you see people, they have on the wall mounted the deer, and oh, it's so creepy to me. Raccoons in their house,
We
stuffed.
gotta go. We gotta go.
No, but now we don't have to have. We got the real deal. Here's Hazel.
Here's the real Hazel.
Hazel has come back. Hazel's alive. Look at Hazel. Yay. Hazel's here. We don't need a reborn. We got Hazel.
Sneezing?
Hazel. Okay.
Hazel.
Hazel's
she
joined
said, Why
us.
do I get stuck in the doghouse?
She said, "Who said I'm biting the dust?" She said, "I'm still here, alive and
Hazel,
well."
next week you get to star for the whole show.
Hazel.
Next week you get to star for the
Hazel's
whole show.
back.
She's
She says,
very
"No
excited, but
reborn."
she's saying,
She
"Who's
said, "Throw
here?"
that pillow away."
She knows somebody's
Hazel's
in
here.
her house.
Hazel, we don't have any, but look what I have. I have a tissue. Hazel likes
Tissue.
tissue.
She loves to eat tissues. I don't know why.
So,
she loves to eat toilet paper.
She likes paper products.
Okay, that's it.
Paper
Excuse
towel,
us.
tissues, toilet paper. That's Hazel's middle name.
Okay, that is it for round 39.
Wow.
And we will see you next week.
And Hazel will
hey,
too.
Hey,
Right?
hey.
She's coming back
You
too.
gotta behave. We'll see you next week if, in fact, we're still speaking.
We're still tweeting. Peace out. See you soon.